Well, I hope this video doesn't jinx this, and I hope I'm not premature in my celebration, but we're gonna figure this out. If you followed me for any time, you know that I have fought for the last 4 or 5 years, long time, over my pond. My small pond, got 2 ponds. I have treated it, used chemicals on it to spray the algae, and that's the problem, was the algae problem. I've treated it, I've sprayed the algae. Last year I started putting some dye in it, which is really good. It's supposed to help the algae. And last year I also started putting some bacteria in it. The idea is sunlight has to penetrate, hit the algae for the algae to grow. Algae has to have sunlight just like just about any other plant, which is where the pond dye comes in. And you've also got to reduce the amount of muck, the amount of compost down at the bottom. What I started doing last fall and all through the winter pretty much, was very religious about doing, was treating the biological, the bacteria, and I'll show you the jugs of it here in just a minute, the bacteria as well as keeping the pond diet. But anyway, I did something a few weeks ago I've been wanting to do, never have done, and that might be the ticket. That might be what fixed this pond. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So first of all, here are the products. It's Nature's Blue Pond Dye, and this is the concentrated. This is the real good stuff. I used to use what came in a gallon, and I have found I like this better. It's only a quart, but it's extremely concentrated. You don't have to use quite as much. You don't have to use hardly any of it. This is the PondWorks pond bacteria. I've been using this for a long time. I like this. It reduces the muck and the sludge that can cause algae. That's what you want. So I'm going to try to set up the camera and show you what I'm doing and tell you what I'm doing. But first of all, this is the way the pond looks right now. Now, I will say that about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, there was, maybe 2 or 3 feet out from the pond, there was a layer of algae. And the layer of algae that you see on top of the pond is basically dead algae. This is filamentous algae, and it grows on the bottom of the pond, and then it sends out strings. I guess my understanding is when the strings come up, the stuff you see on the surface is actually dead algae. It sends it up as blooms maybe or something, I don't know. But I want you to look at it now. There's a touch of it over there, and we'll take a walk around the pond. Let me go ahead and do that now. There's a touch of it over there. I was going to come out here and rake off. Last week I was going to come over here and rake off what was here, because I wanted to see if my secret weapon that I implemented had a help thing. Now that's not algae. I don't know what that is. I hope it's not duckweed or something. I think I need to get that out of there. Rake that out of there. But anyway, as you can see, dadgum, that is a clear, clean pond. A little low. I've got my well on right now. That pipe right there is a well. Is that well right there that comes from the solar panels that are right there pointing straight up. And I've got it feeding this pond now. It typically has been feeding my big pond, but it's feeding the little pond now. I've got a video on that if you want to see about using a solar water pump to keep your ponds full, your stock tanks or whatever. That is the way to go. I love it. So what I do, this is about 4 cups. I put just a little bit of pond dye. Look at that wind. By the way, if you've got a YouTube channel and you film outdoors and you're having trouble with wind, I have got the microphone for you. Because this is what the camera microphone sounds like. And this is what the microphone that I use sounds like. It is amazing. So look below and I'll link to this microphone. If you film outdoors, not even just for YouTube, but your family or whatever, and you're just always bothered by wind noise, this is the microphone to have. Anyway, I digress. I use 3 or 4 cups of, almost full of this, 4 cup. I use 3 or 4 cups of the pond dye twice a month. I use it 1st and 15th. And then I use as needed on this, just a few ounces. In fact, I put just a small amount. I mean, 4 ounces, something like that. 8, I doubt it was 8 ounces in my big pond, which is, shoot, 10 times the size of that one. And my neighbor came over the other day and said, did you put something in your pond? Because it's not as deep blue as this pond will get, but it could be if I added just a little bit more. It really makes your water look pretty. But about 3 or 4 cups twice a month of the pond bacteria, and this as needed. Maybe 2 or 3 ounces of this as needed. But my secret weapon, what is my secret weapon? What did I do this year that I haven't done before? Well, I went to the fish farm and I bought some Mozambique tilapia, and I put them in here. Tilapia eat vegetation. I might could have gone with a grass carp, I don't know, but the tilapia supposedly eat the algae. So it's that might be the secret weapon in all this. I don't know, but I'm blown away by how the pond looks. And as I was putting the fish in the pond, we were having almost tornadic weather, and I was a little worried. I got down in here, walked down in there to put it in, and it had just rained, and I got stuck. My boots got stuck up to well above my ankles. So I didn't film that because I wasn't sure I was going to live through it. Anyway, the tilapia might be it. Now, they don't last. You put them in there, and then they're going to die this winter. They're warm weather fish. They don't, even in Texas, we're going to get cold enough. The pond water is going to get cold enough, even in Texas, to kill the fish, to kill the tilapia. So, I don't know whether I can catch them. I don't know what they eat, or whether I could try to catch them before then and eat them or whatever. But they're not going to make it through the winter. But I paid $75 for the fish I got, and shoot, I'm putting more than that in chemicals in it a year, easily, way more than that. And if that $75 did this, keep it this clean, helped, at least helped. I know the other stuff I'm doing is helping, but dadgum, I'm impressed. I am impressed. So if you've got an algae issue, you need to treat with the bacteria. I'm a firm believer in that, because you got to kill the compost, the fertilizer that's on the bottom of your pond and feeding your algae. You got to kill it, or at least reduce it with the bacteria. And also you need to dye it to where you can't see down in there. Now it probably does need a little bit of dyeing. Maybe I can do the dyeing and the other stuff with a camera in one hand. Let's see if I can do that. Pond bacteria is pretty clear. Put that cap back on, because that wind is probably going to blow that jug over, just like it blew the pond dye jug over. I usually do the pond dye first because it'll stain this cup. I mean, it is blue. You use the pond dye, don't do it with the wind against you. Do it with the wind at your back and throw it out, and be careful, because you're going to look like a Smurf real quick for several days. So anyway, let's throw the bacteria out there. And I in the past, I've gone around the pond and put a little here and a little there and whatever. I don't think it really matters, so I'm just going to throw it out there, and it'll go do its thing. And it's, again, just clear. And then because it does look a little clearer than what I want, I'm going to go ahead and put some of the pond dye in it too. Now this is something, again, you do not want to get on you, and I don't want the wind catching this thing and knocking it over and staining my golf cart either, because it is blue. I'm just going to put, that's probably 5-6 ounces maybe, something like that. Put that lid on good, because that wind. Anyway, that is it, and you see how it stains the side of that measuring cup? It is blue. So I'm gonna put that in there too, just because it needs a little something. You can still, I like looking in and seeing the fish, and this kills that a little bit. I mean, you can't see down. Your water's not that clear, so you can't see down in there very well. Now I can see about a dozen fish right in the center of your screen that you may or may not be able to see. But I'm gonna throw this in there, and I'm gonna throw it kind of in a circle, in an arc, and get it, and again, the wind is behind my back, which is essential for this. And throw it out there, and you can see what it does. Every little drop just makes a spot. And it'll go out there, and this pond will be just a beautiful, beautiful blue. You may not like that. You may not want a pond that's that blue. I don't know. You want to try to get it all out. It ain't cheap, but it's not terribly expensive either. And I like the concentrated better than I like the gallon. This quart, I guess what I'm trying to say is I believe this quart is going to go further than a gallon, because I've used both. I used the gallon all last year, and I bought this just to try it, and I believe it's going to last longer, go further than the, don't do that, you knock over, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that thing, because I got to go wash it out. Normally I put the dye in first, and I let the pond bacteria, the clear pond bacteria, I kind of swish it in it and try to rinse all that blue out before I have to go clean it out elsewhere. So I'll go to the well and clean that out. But that will look pretty and blue in just an hour or so. It spreads out real quickly. Again, I used to put some in here and here and here and here. You don't need to do that. It goes everywhere, and it does a good job. Doesn't hurt the fish. It does help the algae. It really does. So I'm gonna put a link to the pond bacteria below. I'm gonna put a link to that, the two different kinds of pond dye that I use, the gallon and the quart. I like the quart better now, I think. So you might want to take a look at that. But if you've got algae problems, that's what you need to do. And if you're not in the northern states, even if you are in the northern states, and if you can find some tilapia and maybe grass carp, I don't know much about those, but if you can find some tilapia, that might be what you need. So anyway, I'm gonna go clean up that little piece of whatever it is, duckweed or something over there with a rake. But the rest of it, this pond is gonna look great in no time. All right, we're gone.